today on how you can strengthen your immune system. Because since all this craziness has been going on in the world, there's one thing that I've been asked over and over, and that is, how can I strengthen my immune system? How can I truly get well and stay that way? So there's been a lot of confusion in the health and wellness industry starting, about this time last year. And everybody's kind of been overwhelmed with stress, and that's kind of made the situation a little bit worse. So, what I want to do today, I don't want to bring any confusion to you, but I believe that the best way to approach your health is to work on prevention. Prevention is the best medicine. And if we can prevent ourselves from getting sick in the first place, that's going to be the key. The key to that is keeping a strong immune system all year long. Now, I'm going to preface this with the fact that back in 2011, yes, almost 10 years ago, I was in New Jersey and I got a really bad stomach bug. And fortunately, my bug only lasted me for about one day. I had to fly home during that, and my friend was on the same trip, got the same illness, and they were sick for about a week. The problem is they didn't have a strong immune system, because it's something that I intentionally work on every single day. And I want to help you do the same. So I brought even some little props today. I want to show you some of the things that I personally use in my health. I personally promote these to help other people use these very same things in their health, because boosting your immune system is not just about what you put in your body, it's what you surround yourself with all year long. And yes, we've heard about all of the things like vitamin D, zinc, vitamin C, like making sure that you're taking some of these nutrients to help ward off things like colds, flus, viruses, and things like that. So what I want you to do is think about your immune system in a different way, and that is by cleaning up your environment. So COVID-19 is not the first serious illness that we've ever seen. I'm sure it's not going to be the last. And today I want to just share with you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is something I haven't had to be scared of, because I'm just very certain that my immune system can really handle anything that it comes into contact with. And I want you to feel the same way in your life. So the thing is health is going to start with what you put in your body, and that starts in your kitchen. It all starts with your diet. And I remember in my own life, I was pounding out sugars and sweets. I had a sweet tooth, possibly because I had some gut bugs and infections and things I needed to clean up. But once I did that, I was able to ward off some of those cravings and things. But the thing about these sweet foods and these processed foods is that they really do destroy our immune system. So I hear all the time people say, I can't really give up my cereal for breakfast, and I can't give up my favorite foods. But the problem is that these convenient foods are the very thing that is keeping you sick. So I don't mean that you have to cut everything out of your diet, but the thing is you should be using whole foods to make up the bulk of your diet. The next thing I want to share with you today is about some supplements. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the ones that I take on a regular basis. But if we think about the body, it is trying to maintain balance at all times. And it's really trying to work efficiently for you, and it's trying to reduce the effects of stress. When we have these emotional stressors and everything that's been going on in our life for the past year, these heightened stressors, that means that the body is going to require more nutrients just to stay in balance. So this is really the importance of taking your supplements. Number two, our foods are really void of a lot of the nutrients that we need to stay healthy. So there are several types of supplements that I recommend on a regular basis that I use and that I share with my clients. One of them, my first prop, is a multivitamin. Now I use this, and I also use another one that's a multivitamin and a multimineral. This is specifically one by Adaptogenics, and it also has phytonutrients, and it really supports your overall wellness in the body. So remember though, when it comes to your diet and supplements, you can't out supplement a bad diet. So you got to do both. You got to include those really good nutritious foods in your diet. Another thing that I do on a regular basis is I include medical foods. Now, this is really specific to each person. So if you're interested in that, just know that these foods can really help boost your immune system by supporting specific organs in the body that you may be weak in. So if you're interested in those, then functional medicine practitioners are the best people to work with in that area to help you bring in some of these functional foods. The other thing I want to share with you is a few herbs and botanicals that I use on a regular basis. I'm going to share my favorite one with you today. I remember my immune system being decently strong, but I remember how much better I felt when I started including this one supplement in. And it's actually, I consume mine in the form of a coffee. You can get coffee teas, you can get all kind of different products in this. You can take a pill. And this is Ganoderma, also called reishi mushroom. And this is my favorite, the King Coffee, because it's the strongest of the products. And what this does is it brings balance into the body. So, like I said, we're constantly bombarded by stress. And when we have something that brings balance into the body, it's going to bring balance into every organ system so that you can mitigate the effects of stress, whether they be emotional or physical. So it even brings such balance that if you're kind of feeling tired, it can give you energy. And if you're feeling too energetic or wired, then you can actually receive a calming benefit from this. And that's just one example of multiple different things that this can do. But it actually has a lot of science behind it, and it's something that God made for us to heal our bodies with. The next thing I want to show you is my essential oils. I love to use those every single day to boost my immune system. And I add these to my shampoos, my facial cleansers, a lot of my cleaning products, I use these. And these oils have antimicrobial properties. They also boost your immune system without tearing it down. So a lot of times you're using countertop cleansers, you're using detergents and things like that, and they are lowering your immune system every time you spray those chemicals. These are my essential oils. I use these on a regular basis. This is kind of a little convenient box that I have, and I keep one in my kitchen and one in my bathroom. So this is like for digestive health, and this is kind of gives you a little bit of energy, motivation, balance. So all of these have specific purposes, and I just keep those and use those kind of as food as medicine because they're all coming from natural plants. They don't have any other added ingredients in them, and they're very strong. You can add just a small amount to something to help increase the healing properties in it. I did just briefly mention cleaners like your countertop cleaners, your detergents and things like that. I use a natural cleaner in my home on a regular basis. The one that I love to use personally is called My Green Feels. So this is the container that you receive on the first purchase, and this is just the laundry. They have a whole home supply, and that's exactly what I use. You'll receive this container, and then it's refillable. So your refills come in these little packets, and you just pour the packet in. So you're making your own homemade detergent. You're saving the environment because you're getting to use these little packets instead of ordering these big plastic jugs every single time and filling our landfills. They're clean, they're non-toxic, they have no harsh chemicals in them, and they smell amazing. They even use natural smells to really brighten and freshen these up. And I really can tell a big difference from the time we just bought our house recently, and there was tons of chemicals and things in the home when we first came in, and the smell was just exhausting. And when I started to refreshen my home with some of these natural cleaners, it just made me feel so much better. So brings such a great smell, and it just feels better. You're not adding chemicals to your body. So the reason that we need detox on a regular basis is because we are surrounding ourselves with chemicals. It's really our environment that's making us sick. So when we use things like this and we clean up our environment with natural cleaning products and natural things for our body, we're just literally changing our coffee, for example, so that we can we can alkalize the body, we can still enjoy our coffee, but do it in a healthy way, then it really goes a long way. So another big thing that I really recommend for you to boost your immune system is to get outside. And I love to go outside and get just the natural healing properties of the sunlight. It's kind of cool outside for some of you guys. I'm really blessed to live in the South, but if you're walking in the forest, you can boost your immune system. It boosts it for up to 30 days when you're taking these forest walks. So if you don't have that nearby, then you can walk in your backyard barefoot in the grass. And this introduces positive ions in the body that actually helps you get rid of toxins and will boost your immune system. Another technique that I love speaking about is just deep breathing exercises. So you can do this as a calming practice, like before yoga or prayer or meditation or anything like that. And it just helps boost your immune system. It calms your nervous system. And when you're stressed, then you are not doing your immune system any favors. So when you do simple techniques like breathing techniques, it's going to actually calm down your nervous system. It's going to lower your stress levels, and that will in turn boost your immune system. And I always like to talk about working on your mindset, because we all know that, especially during this time, we've seen people go through a lot of stuff. It's not all rainbows and unicorns, as I like to say. So the thing is though, we can either focus on the fear or we can focus on having a positive attitude. So you get to choose. But I just wanted to share a few different things with you today. I have a lot of people that's been coming to me asking me about how you can boost your immune system during this time. I don't believe that it's just during this time that we need to be focused on boosting our immune system. I think that we need to do this year round. This is some of the tools that I use on a regular basis. If you have some, you can share those with me. I'd love to hear what you're doing, and I'm sure everybody else who may read this would like to know as well. I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon.